Hello, today we're going to do a review of Easy Reef's Mastic food. Hello and welcome back everyone to Amazul TV. Today I'm going to do a quick review of Easy Reef Mastic food. Alright, so if you've seen my previous video on the original Mastic food, which is a natural kind of freeze-dried food for marine fish. I've used it previously several times, and I think it's a great product for getting finicky fish to eat. The original product came as a powder that you had to mix with RODI water and then kind of knead into a paste, and then if you wanted to kind of store it, you would have to cut it into a little cubes. And then it didn't have the greatest of shelf lives. So I was maybe a little bit critical, perhaps overly critical in my initial review of this product. But I do want to say that for finicky fish, it is often one of the first foods that finicky fish will eat. So my yellowtail tamarin wrasse, for example, he didn't touch any prepared food. And I was worried that he's going to starve to death until I started feeding Mastic, and he took to it really quickly, or she took to it really quickly. So I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that I guess that the company perhaps listened to my complaints about kind of mixing things by hand and kneading the paste and worrying about kind of storage and preservation. So they introduced this new product where you essentially, instead of getting powder, you're already kind of getting a almost ready product. You get these little pellets, and all you need to do now, instead of having to worry about mixing things, is you just knead that pellet kind of a few seconds in your hand. So just kind of mix it together. And then once it's all mixed, then in theory you should be able to put it straight in your tank and feed to the fish. So this is, to me, it kind of got rid of all of the disadvantages of the initial product in terms of spending time for preparing it and then worrying about storing it and having to kind of feed a lot of it over a short period of time because it didn't keep as much. And so now we have all of the benefits without kind of any of the hassle. So once you have your ball of Mastic food, you're able to kind of stick it on glass, and then the fish will start kind of picking up on it. So you see here my fish, my wrasses really love it. So you see the yellowtail tamarin wrasse. It was the first prepared food that it ate, and I think it's definitely her favorite food. The other fish will eat it, but actually if you're noticing that when a wrasse goes to kind of eat the product, that it breaks it apart into smaller little pieces, and what you're missing in the background here is that the little pieces are actually being consumed by the tanks and my clownfish and my old grandma. So while it doesn't seem like every fish is going for it here, it's because the other fish are kind of getting all the little bits that are floating away. I will say that the Easy Reefs, it does kind of tend to like powder a little bit more. What I mean is, I guess it's not as sticky. So when the fish attack it, they release this little like burst of powder into the tank, which I think is probably a good thing in terms of like feeding my other invertebrates. I have a clam, I have several LPS that I'm sure will gobble whatever bits of mastic that floats underway. But I think the original formulation was a little bit more tacky. So it was more chunky. When the fish got it, they just got the bit that they chewed off without creating a lot of powder. So a similar size piece of the original formulation would last for a very long time in the glass, versus the typical cube. I think the fish probably consume it all within about an hour. Nevertheless, I think it's really handy to have this product on hand. Sorry, handy to have this product on hand. What the hell am I saying here? But I guess what I'm saying is that this product is really handy because if you have a finicky fish or you want to give your fish a treat, you don't have to go through the process of taking the powder, mixing it with RODI, kneading it, and cutting it into tiny little cubes so you're able to feed it over a period of time. So overall, thank you, Masstick, for listening to my advice. I'm not sure I was the only person. I don't think I was the only person that kind of find it a bit of a chore, but certainly this new formulation makes feeding Masstick a whole lot easier. And you could see that the fish really do love it, and they do go crazy for it. All right, that's it. So thank you for watching, and see you around. Have a good day.